Alright folks, this is Pitching Ace 88. We are back playing case number 28, The Haunting of Elm Manor. We are going to go to chapter 3, where we actually picked up a couple of suspects in the last chapter, and I am very curious. I want to say it's the botanist, I really do, but Camilla being the photograph, that gives a little bit of a clue of what might be happening. But anyways, and now Ramirez, you give us century-old photographs taken in front of the house and claim that Camilla, the victim's housekeeper, is in it? She is in it. The evidence is right there that Camilla is centuries old. No, she's not. I'm sure that photograph isn't as old as it looks. There actually seems to be a date marked on it, but it's too faded. Ace, would you mind using your supernatural skills to recover the date? You know what? There you are, Captain Ace. A patrol unit spotted a ghostly figure trying to sneak into the greenhouse. Well, with all due respect, I don't see doubt the patrol saw ghostly figures. It's probably just some kids fooling around at night, Chief. Or it could be your killer who was trying to break into the crime scene to cover up their tracks. Okay, Chief. We'll go check it out. Well, Ace, it looks like we've got enough work to keep us busy for a while. Raised beds. Alright, so let's examine this old photograph. Okay, so we got this Elm Manor, and then there's probably a date at the bottom. What? 9? What? As skilled as ever, Ace. So what year was the photograph of Camilla in front of the house taken in? What the? It was seriously taken in 1841? But that's impossible. Camilla can't be 172 years old. Unless she's a ghost. Dude, she's not a ghost, Ramirez. And Ace is right. There must be a logical explanation to all this. An explanation I'm sure Camilla can give us. Meanwhile, Ramirez, we've got an important mission for you. We need you to urgently find out which of our suspects used petroleum jelly. I'll use my psychic powers and find that out for you in no time. Of course you will. Okay, anyways, let's investigate, because I'm gonna actually level up here pretty soon, so you might as well use as much energy as you possibly can. Now this is raised bed, so I'm not practiced on this one, so I'm gonna just have to kind of guess where everything is. I'm gonna have to get a little serious here. Okay, creepy. What the French toast is a creepy whistle? Oh, it's right here. Watering can, lemon. Fly swatter. Oh, it's on the ground. Oh, duh, it's on the ground. Watering can. Garden knife. I don't know where the heck that is. That is a very creepy whistle. Trowel. Where's the garden knife? Garden knife, garden knife, garden knife. Oh, there it is. I see it. Oh, duh, because it's part of the... It's part of the clues, of course. It's gonna have the stuff. Well, it's a good thing the killer didn't succeed in sneaking back in here to cover up their tracks. Look at what you found, Ace. Well, you're right. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the garden knife the killer used to cut their plants to make the hallucinogenic drug. Well, judging by the blood on the garden knife, it seems the killer is rather clumsy with knives. Would you mind collecting a sample? What about this object? It looks like some kind of whistle. I agree, Ace. Judging by how creepy it looks, we should probably send it to the lab. Okay, well, let's do this for 30 minutes, by the way. Just for giggles. Let's examine this. 4? Oh, balls. I'm never gonna find this crap. Oh wow, I actually did a lot better than I thought I would. Way to go, Ace. Let's send this blood sample you collected from the garden knife found at the greenhouse over to Grace. Did I gain a level? I gained a level? What? So let's question Camilla. I mean, I guess I could have started it, but I'm sure it's going to be 6 hours. Anyways, Camilla, can you explain to us what a woman who looks exactly like you is doing in front of this house in the photograph from 1841? Well, that photograph is of my great-grandmother, Beatrice II, the finest woman who ever lived. And she was also a housekeeper in this house? Of course not. She used to own this house. And why would she be turning in her grave if she knew it was owned by ghastly foreigners? This once great house was passed down from... Whoa. Foreigners, just because they're African... Okay, I'm just not even going to go there. Not even going to go there, man. But my brother stupidly lost our own family fortune and was forced to sell the house. But I couldn't let foreigners take over the house. I had to protect our lineage, so I turned up here and applied for a job as our innkeeper. Oh, man, she definitely seems like, yep. I can't believe she decided to become a housekeeper just so she can come eye on it, or maybe them. Well, she's definitely creepy, but at least she's not a ghost, so you can stop going on about it, Ramirez. Okay, well, maybe I was wrong about that, but that ghost is definitely haunted. I'm gonna head out there with my ghost hunting equipment and prove it to you. Well, that should be fun to watch. What do you say we head out there too, Ace? Why the heck not? I'm sure we missed something. Yeah, see, I told you 6 hours. We'll probably get another thing that's 6 hours. Which is good, because I need to get more stars. But remember, I need 36 stars in total, so I just need to finish off stars here, and then 2 in each of these, and then I'll be good. Okay, I admit it. This place is kind of spooky, but I'm not going to act scared like Ramirez and start whimpering about ghosts. Boo! A ghost! Hahaha, you should have seen your face, Jones. Captain Ace didn't even blink. Well, I might have blinked. You don't know that. Well, they're braver than you. Very mature. Come on, let's get back to work. And no more jokes. Alright, so what do we got here? Cup and ball. It's right here. Bowling pin is here. Playing cards here. Hidden trap. Looks like it's here. Oh, that could definitely be something. The diamond is... I don't know where the diamond is, actually. Oh, I see the diamond. And the hat. Okay, the hat's here. Trapdoor's here. Bowling pin, cup and ball, and card. Five, 2, 1. Good job, Ace. You're right. This looks like some kind of trap mechanism. Huh, trap mechanism? Right where the chandelier fell and killed Hector. I agree. It's more than just a coincidence. We need to search this mechanism for clues. Whenever they say ghost, I always think of, you know, Scooby and Shaggy. But anyways, let's examine this. Oh, good. So we're gonna have to be able to find something. Come on, click it. Ooh, a safety pin. You're right, Ace. I don't think this bobby pin ended up stuck inside this ancient trap mechanism by accident. And I've got to say, finding this trap mechanism at the scene of the murder makes it highly suspicious. Let's send this bobby pin off to the lab and see what comes of it. No way, we're going to send more stuff off to the lab? No way. Yeah, booby traps. I can totally, yeah. Booby traps always makes me think of the Goonies. Oh, such fun times. Anyways, guys, stay tuned for the next part while I'll grab some more stars and I'll finish off all of this searching, and hopefully we'll be able to find the killer. I'll see you guys later. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out. Hasta luego. Alright, folks, and we are back. The whistle you found in the greenhouse is actually pretty cool. It's designed to make what is supposed to be ghost sounds. It's often used in the haunted house at fun fairs. I asked Grace to analyze a sample from it, and it turns out the ghost whistle belongs to the botanist Charles Parker. Huh. A whistle that makes ghost sounds belonging to a man who we know is in love with Gloria. I've got the spooky presentiment that Charles is guilty. But you're right, Ace. Let's go talk to him first before jumping to conclusions. Yeah, well, we should do that, but at the same time, I'm very suspicious of him. You know that blood sample you collected from that garden knife you found in the greenhouse? Turns out it had traces of plant toxins mixed in it. I consulted with Nathan, who confirmed that those plant toxins were identical to those found in the hallucinogenic drug, which means the killer used that knife and cut themselves in the process. Sadly, the blood cells were badly damaged by the greenhouse pesticides, but I still managed to determine your killer's blood type. Ace, thanks to your expert skills in the killer's clumsiness, I can now tell you that your killer's blood type is A positive. Oh snap, we are getting close. We're getting super close. So analyze that bobby pin you found inside that trap mechanism at the crime scene. First of all, the mechanism is an ancient yet highly effective type of winch designed to automatically pull heavy objects across the room. But your killer modified it slightly so it pulls objects down rather than across, and that's how the chandelier fell down at a great speed. I conferred with Nathan, and he agreed that this was how the killer managed to murder Hector while making it look like a supernatural accident. And to make the trap work, the killer added the bobby pin inside the mechanism so it could support the extra weight of the carpet without making it trigger the trap. Wow, so our killer uses bobby pins to set booby traps. Gotta admit, that's rather ingenious of them. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. You're right, Ace. Given Camilla's hairstyle, she obviously uses bobby pins. And Gloria must use bobby pins too to make her veil stay in place like that. Of course, Margaret to style her dog's hair. Still, we can't rule out the other two suspects just yet. Let's keep our eyes open. And it could very well be that chick. Looks like we're gonna need to find something else. Talk to the botanist. You think I'm guilty of Hector's death just because you found a whistle of mine which makes ghost sounds? You got it all wrong. Sometimes I'd walk to Gloria's house grounds at night, and if anyone became suspicious of my presence, I'd scare them away by making ghost sounds. Whoa. Why were you secretly roaming around their house at night? Ever since Gloria broke up with me, I went to spy on her and Hector, to see if she really was happier without me. I couldn't help it. Wait, what? You and Gloria were actually lovers? For a beautiful but brief instant, after her baby's death, she buried her sorrow in gardening. I taught her everything I knew, and slowly love bloomed. And then, just like that, she ended it. But I've just been finding it impossible to forget her. She haunts all my dreams and thoughts. So very interesting to know. Yeah, the dreaded love triangle, the cause of countless murders since time immemorial. I know, Ace, I have a hard time picturing the grieving widow having an extramarital affair. I think it's time we got her version of the story. I told you, we'd end up going back and talking to this chick, and she'd basically give us everything that we needed. Oh, she's A positive. I told you I thought she was. Yes, Charles and I were brief lovers, but please try and understand, I was lost after my baby's death, and most people here refuse to talk to an outsider. Charles made me feel a little less lonely, but I soon realized it was madness and broke it off. You see, a child is meant to bring a family together, not tear it apart, and so in memory of Aurelio, I decided to give my marriage another chance. Hector and I started afresh. We fell in love again, and even talked of having another child. But of course, the house was only waiting for me to be happy once again before tearing it away from me. I don't even want to sell that cursed home to another family. Instead, I'm going to tear it down with my bare two hands if I have to. Wow, poor Gloria. That house is everything from her. It might not be haunted, but to her, it's definitely cursed. I hope for her own sake that she moves away from the neighborhood, somewhere where people are more accepting of your roots. I agree. Later that night, Captain Ace, I have a confession to make. When the priest was searching the haunted house for paranormal activity, he secretly set up a camera to take pictures at regular intervals. He gave me all the photos that were taken at the house, but they seemed to have mysteriously vanished. And wait a second, you're telling us you have photos from the crime scene? You kept them from us? They're photos taken before the murder even ever happened, so I didn't think they'd be any of use to you. I'm sorry. You're right, Ace. We know the killer set up the trap possibly days before the actual murder, so there's very slim chance the camera clicked a photo of them. I've got an otherworldly feeling that the photos lost will be somewhere in Ramirez's desk drawer. Wow, Ramirez, really? I swear. Ramirez is a nice guy, but he's a little slow. Good job, Ace. Ramirez said the photos of the Fernandez's house had mysteriously vanished, and like always, they were right there in his desk drawer. The priest took these photos of the house with his hidden camera while looking for paranormal activity, and it looks like he hit the jackpot. See, there's a ghostly figure circled in red. So Ramirez was telling the truth. The house really is haunted. You're right. We should send this photo over to Alex before jumping to such scary conclusions. Yeah, definitely. 6 hours. Alright. Anyways, guys, I will see you back here in 6 hours, and we will figure out who murdered them. Later. So let's finish off. So I did an in-depth study of the photo the priest took of the house with the hidden camera while searching for paranormal activity. Even though the photo is definitely spooky, it's definitely not of a ghost, but of a real person. Judging by the position of the person in the photo, I'd say it looks like they're setting up a trap. Since the photo was taken at the crime scene, it must be a trap that activated this chandelier to fall on Hector. Which means this is a photo of our killer. Bingo. Now I enhance the photo, and that's when I noticed a shiny object stand out on the person's chest. And by changing the saturation, the shiny object revealed itself to be a cross. So our killer was a cross. Thanks for the info, Alex. And we have done it. Hope I'm not too late with this information, but I finished investigating which of our suspects used petroleum jelly. On the contrary, Ramirez, you're right on time with what could very well be the last piece of the puzzle. We're all ears. Well, Charles Parker uses petroleum jelly to protect his hands during gardening. Margaret says she uses petroleum jelly for Astrid's paws, and then she talked about a million other things while feeding me cookies. Gloria uses petroleum jelly for his skin because she says the air in the haunted house is always cold and bitter. Father Von Pelt... Okay, so it's everybody. That doesn't help. It's obviously not him. It's not her. It's not him. It's the mom. I was correct at the beginning. The better question is why did she do it? I think it's because he ended up killing her. So let's go to her. Yep, she has everything. A+. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. I basically know that she's got to be it. Yep. Guilty. Gloria Fernandez, you're hereby under arrest for the brutal murder of Hector Fernandez. Fine, take me away, but don't look at me like I'm crazy. I'm proud of what I did. That liar had it coming. When Aurelia died, Hector convinced everyone that it was the house that killed my baby boy. I foolishly believed him too. Until recently, when in a drunken stupor, Hector admitted that he wasn't watching our child that night like he was meant to. My baby was always such a little explorer. He just loved discovering the world. But that night, he was crawling around unsupervised, and he slipped and fell from the top landing onto the stairs. Hector couldn't remember telling the truth, and so I decided to make his lie become real. I gave him a drug that made him believe the house really was haunted. The fool called in an exorcist, but that just helped me. The more people believed the house was haunted, the less they would suspect a murderer. And so when the time was right, I killed him. Now, do what you want with me, but I did what any mother would have done. Wow. Gloria Fernandez, do you have anything to add before the jury delivers their sentence? Whatever punishment you cannot be worse than the cruel fate of losing your child. Although not impervious to your sufferings, you had no right to kill a man, your husband no less. I had every right after that monster killed my baby, and then dared keep it a secret. All I did was deliver justice. Gloria Fernandez, you're hereby sentenced to life imprisonment, and let it be a reminder that revenge only begets more tragedy. Wow, that case has left me feeling empty inside. Isn't it crazy how a tragedy can haunt you all your life? You're right, Ace. It's good to finally see a bit of sun. How about a stroll through the forest to try and let a bit of warmth back into our souls? Sounds like a good idea to me. Well, anyways, guys, that wraps up chapter number 3. I'll see you guys back for the additional investigation. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.